being very friendly, and they're actually really species. We actually have two little in it as well. So basically, kind of training, when I say training, we're not asking them to do any tricks or things like that. We're not asking them to roll over. What we're actually asking them to do is get used to us being around the work with them nice and close like this for what we call cooperative care. Now basically that's what we do in a zoo-based environment where we actually position our animals to be nice and to us, coming up close to them and getting a good look for them, their tests and procedures and things like that. We also use it to help them help us get them on scales. So for those wondering, they weigh about 50 kilos depending on the individual. So Pedro here is 52, Guillermo when we last weighed him was 54, and then Carlos is a little bit around, a little bit lighter, around 50. So it does kind of fluctuate. And one of the reasons why it does fluctuate is actually also to do with their social hierarchy. There are a social species in the wild. They live in groups of up to 100 individuals. And basically within these groups they have that hierarchical structure. So top-down hierarchy is actually Guillermo here, who was feeding first. Now little Pedro sits in the middle, and then Carlos down the bottom. And basically what that kind of looks like is they'll actually, if they were competing for food, would actually see Guillermo here, push Carlos, push Pedro out of the way, and do what's called a displacement. But this kind of behaviour that they're doing shows that they're very calm, there's no arguing going on, and that's kind of if it was me here, team chatting from Guillermo or Pedro, that's them kind of outrank each other, and that's one of the things that we actually look for. Kind of probably cover off. But that's kind of a little bit about how their social situations work outside with their social dynamics and things like that. And that's a little bit about the boys that we have here. Now you might notice that Pedro and the other boys, they all have swim feet. So that's one of the things about capybaras. It's one of their key characteristics. So basically they're semi-aquatic, they spend lots of time in and out of the water. Obviously in South America it gets quite hot, so one of the reasons they reside in marshlands, swamplands is actually to cool down and regulate their body temperature. There's got fur that's not quite as fluffy as guinea pig. The fur is more kind of coconut, kind of feels like coconut fibre. The reason it's so coarse and wiry is it actually traps that moisture when they do go for a swim or when they roll around in the mud. It helps them regulate their temperature that kind of way. So it's quite unique. Obviously, those are very confident as well. So you'll notice they also have a pump on their nose. Now, every capybara has this as well, whether female or male. What it is basically a scent gland. So it'll secrete a type of oil, and basically they'll go around and they'll rub it on things like, they'll rub it on outdoors, they'll rub it on the wild, on trees or rocks. Basically, that marks their territory. So they'll mark it individually, but as a group as well. You're being very patient. I think that's kind of how they'll watch their space and things like that. Now, luckily, capybaras, they're not endangered. In fact, that's quite a high concern, so there are plenty of them. Just like we have these kangaroos here in Australia, if you go to South America, you go to national parks, you'll usually find them. That doesn't mean the same thing can be said for other species that do share the same environment though. So, unfortunately, a lot of species, particularly in the rainforest, are becoming more and more endangered. And that's all through human impact. So things like climate change, things like deforestation are really impacting our wildlife numbers. And there's really small ways that we can actually help to make a difference. One of them is actually a mineral that's in our phones right now. So if you've got a mobile phone, a laptop at home, any electronic device, you have a mineral in that device called coltan. And that mineral is actually harvested from where the Amazon is basically. There's a big deposit of it there. And so what happens is, need for it is so intense, obviously then they go to mine for it. Otherwise, on behalf of the thank you so much for sitting us here today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
How much do they weigh?
They weigh about 50 kilos depending on the individual, so they're quite heavy little units.
Hefty little things.
Yeah.
And they're vegetarian, they don't eat meat?
Yeah, no meat whatsoever, so which is always always nice to work with the animals.
And any of their senses better than their others? Like I see they've got little ears. Are they good listeners or they can hear?
They've got quite good hearing. Like their senses are pretty good. Their eyesight is probably one of the weaker ones, where their eyes are placed. They're placed on top of so they can sit on top of water. So it's good in that regard. But their peripheral is kind of weak because of that. So we always have to do big loops when we're working around them, so we're not accidentally. I'm out, buddy.
Yeah, but there might be some in there.
But yeah, we'll have to do big loops around to make sure. It's like, I don't want those scraps. Sorry? Yeah, they make about 20 different vocalizations, so 20 different noises, each with different meanings and things like that. So a chirping noise is very happy. They also do teeth chattering, and that's when the higher ranking one is trying to tell the other one that they're more higher ranking.
Do they communicate?
Sorry?
Do they communicate?
Oh, they come around each other.
Communicate with each other.
Communicate with each other, thank you. Yeah, they'll communicate with each other. That's how they really kind of make noises.
And have they got any little quirks and personalities?
Yeah, they do. So, I know who you saw just here. He's our people's person. He is a puppy dog who loves the attention of people like that. Guillermo usually keeps to himself. It was good that he came over. But usually he's like the boss, he keeps himself. And then Carlos is very similar to Pedro, very affectionate. But he also keeps trying to push himself up the hierarchy. Keeps getting
Ladder climber.
So so.
They don't eat them in Brazil or anything terrible like that, do they? I know they eat guinea pigs. Yeah. Yum. So do you look after other?
Yeah, so my team look after these guys. We look after the giraffe, the zebra, the hippos and poggos. So we have a good mix, and then depending on each day, like I'm with these guys today, and tomorrow I'll be back up with giraffe.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice, what a job.
Yeah, it's good. You get a really
Of course, yeah. How could you not? They're like little people. Without sounding too crazy, but
no, they are.
They have their own little personalities. Oh, thank you so much.
You're
That
so
was really
welcome.
interesting.